Let me ask you something right now. Have you ever felt different? Like you don't quite fit in? Like the world you see around you is somehow out of sync with the truth you feel deep inside? Maybe you've always had this sense that you're here for something bigger, something greater than the routines and stories society tries to impose on you. If this resonates with you, then listen carefully, because there's a reason you feel this way. You are not here by accident. You are chosen. And the shocking truth about your identity is far more profound than anything you've been told. Let's begin with something foundational, the idea of being chosen. This isn't about being better than anyone else. It's not about superiority, ego, or exclusivity. Being chosen is not a title, it's a responsibility. It means you've been called to wake up, to see beyond the illusions of this world, and to step into a role that only you can fulfill. But here's the paradox: most chosen ones don't even realize they are chosen. They feel lost, confused, or even broken. Why? Because this calling often comes disguised as pain, struggle, or isolation. The journey of the chosen one is not easy. It's designed to shape you, to prepare you, and to awaken you to the truth of who you are.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Let me ask you, have you ever wondered why your life seems harder than others? Why you face challenges that seem unfair? Or why you can't just go with the flow like everyone else? This is the first sign that you're a chosen one. The universe doesn't waste energy. It doesn't place the heaviest burdens on the weakest shoulders. The very fact that you've endured what you have is proof of your strength, your resilience, and your purpose. Your struggles are not punishments, they're initiations. They are the fires that forge you, stripping away the false layers of who you think you are so that your true self can emerge. But let's go deeper. Why were you chosen? What does that even mean? To understand this, we need to look beyond the physical world. The truth is, you're not just a human being having a spiritual experience, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. You were sent here at this specific time in history with a unique mission. You carry within you a piece of the divine, a spark of infinite intelligence that is here to help guide humanity through a period of profound transformation. Whether you realize it or not, you are a bridge between worlds, the physical and the spiritual, the old and the new. And here's the shocking part: the system you were born into doesn't want you to know this. From the moment you took your first breath, you were immersed in a world designed to keep you asleep. Think about it. The education system teaches you how to conform, not how to think. The media bombards you with fear, distraction, and division. Society tells you what success looks like, how you should behave, and what you should believe. It's all a program, a carefully constructed illusion meant to keep you disconnected from your true power. Because if you woke up, if all the chosen ones woke up, the entire system would collapse. So, how do you wake up? How do you remember who you are? The first step is to recognize the signs. Chosen ones often feel like outsiders. You don't resonate with the things most people care about: money, status, superficial relationships. You crave depth, meaning, and truth. You see through the lies of the world and feel a deep sense of frustration when others don't. This can make you feel lonely, like you're walking a path no one else understands. But let me tell you something: you're not alone. There are millions of chosen ones all over the world, and they're waking up too. The fact that you're here, listening to this, is proof that your awakening has already begun. But here's where it gets tricky. Awakening is not a one-time event. It's a process, and it's not always pleasant. When you start to wake up, The first thing you'll notice is how much of your life has been built on illusions. This can be painful. You might realize that the career you've been chasing, the relationships you've been holding on to, or the beliefs you've been clinging to are no longer aligned with who you truly are. It's like the ground beneath your feet starts to crumble, and you're left wondering, who am I really? This is what spiritual teachers call the dark night of the soul. It's the moment when everything falls away, leaving you face to face with your true self. But don't be afraid. The dark night of the soul is not the end, it's the beginning. It's the doorway through which you step into your true identity as a chosen one. And here's the truth: no one tells you your identity is not something you find. It's something you remember. Deep down, you already know who you are. You've just forgotten. The world has layered you with so many false identities: student, employee, parent, partner, that you've lost sight of the infinite being underneath it all. But when you strip away those layers, what remains is your essence, your soul, and your soul already knows your purpose. Let me ask you, when was the last time you felt truly alive? When was the last time you felt connected to something greater than yourself? These moments of connection are glimpses of your true self. They're reminders that you are not here to simply survive, you're here to create, to heal, to inspire, to remember. And as you awaken to this truth, you begin to see the world differently. You start to notice the synchronicities, the signs, the gentle nudges from the universe guiding you toward your destiny. But here's the thing about being chosen: it's not enough to know it, you have to live it. Awakening is just the first step. The real challenge is stepping into your power, owning your identity, and fulfilling your mission. And this requires courage. It requires you to let go of everything that no longer serves you, even if it's painful. It requires you to trust yourself, even when the world doubts you. It requires you to stand up, speak your truth, and shine your light, even when it feels like no one is watching. The world needs you. Right now, humanity is at a crossroads. We are facing challenges on every level: environmental, social, spiritual. But with every challenge comes an opportunity, and the chosen ones are here to lead the way. You are here to be a beacon of light in the darkness, a reminder that love, truth, and courage are more powerful than fear, lies, and division. You are here to help birth a new world, a world that is aligned with the higher frequencies of unity, compassion, and abundance. So, the question is, will you answer the call? Will you step into your identity as a chosen one, even when it's hard, even when it's scary, even when you feel like giving up? Because here's the truth: no one else can fulfill your mission. No one else can do what you came here to do. The world is waiting for you to remember who you are. And when you do, everything will change. Now that you've started to uncover the truth about your identity as a chosen one, the next question is, what do you do with this knowledge? Awareness is the first step, but it's not enough to simply recognize that you're different, that you're here for a higher purpose. You must go deeper. You must awaken the power within you, the divine force that has been lying dormant, waiting for you to remember who you are. And here's the truth: this power is not something outside of you. It's not something you need to search for. It's already within you, waiting to be activated. But before we talk about how to awaken this power, let's address the fear that many chosen ones feel. When you start to awaken to your true mission, it's natural to feel doubt, hesitation, even fear. You might think, who am I to step into this role? What if I fail? What if I'm not ready? Let me tell you something: these thoughts are not unique to you. Every chosen one has faced this inner resistance. But here's what you need to understand: the fact that you feel this fear is proof that your mission is real. Fear only arises when something important is at stake. The more resistance you feel, the greater your purpose. Let me ask you something: what are you afraid of? Is it the fear of stepping into the unknown? The fear of leaving behind the life you've always known? Or maybe it's the fear of your own power, the fear that if you fully embrace who you are, everything will change. And you're right, everything will change. But that's the point. You didn't come here to play small. You didn't come here to live a life of comfort and conformity. You came here to transform, to grow, to step into your power, and to fulfill your divine mission. So, how do you awaken this power within you? How do you step into your role as a chosen one? The first step is to reconnect with your inner truth. This means quieting the noise of the outside world and tuning into the voice of your soul. For many chosen ones, this voice has been drowned out by years of conditioning, distractions, and fear. But it's still there, waiting for you to listen. One of the simplest ways to reconnect with your inner truth is through stillness, whether it's meditation, journaling, or simply spending time alone in nature. When you allow yourself to be still, you create space for your soul to speak. And the more you listen, the clearer your path will become. But reconnecting with your inner truth is just the beginning. The next step is to align your life with this truth. This is where many chosen ones struggle, because alignment often requires letting go of everything that's out of sync with your soul's purpose. It might mean leaving a job that drains you, walking away from relationships that no longer serve you, or breaking free from habits and patterns that keep you stuck. This process can be painful, but it's also liberating. Every time you let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for something greater to enter your life. Let me ask you another question. What are you holding onto that's keeping you from stepping into your power? Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's limiting beliefs about what's possible for you. Maybe it's a sense of obligation to live the life others expect of you. Whatever it is, know this: you are not defined by your past. You are not limited by your circumstances. You have the power to rewrite your story at any moment. And the moment you choose to align with your inner truth, you set in motion a chain of events that will transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. But alignment isn't just about what you let go of, it's also about what you embrace. As a chosen one, you were born with unique gifts, talents, and abilities that are meant to be shared with the world. These gifts are not random, they are the tools you need to fulfill your mission. But here's the thing: many chosen ones downplay their gifts. They think, who am I to share this? What if I'm not good enough? Let me tell you, your gifts are not just for you. They are for the world. By hiding them, you're not just holding yourself back, you're holding back the impact you're meant to have on others. So, how do you discover and embrace your gifts? Start by paying attention to what lights you up. What are the things that make you feel alive, that make time disappear, that fill you with a sense of purpose? These are clues to your gifts, and don't worry if they don't seem big or important enough. Every gift, no matter how small it seems, has the power to create ripples of change. The key is to use your gifts in service of something greater than yourself. When you do this, you align with the flow of the universe, and your life begins to unfold in miraculous ways. But awakening your power isn't just about what you do, it's about who you are. As a chosen one, your greatest impact comes not from your actions, but from your energy. The more you embody your true self, your love, your authenticity, your light, the more you inspire others to do the same. This is the real power of the chosen ones. It's not about forcing change or trying to fix the world. It's about being a living example of what's possible when you align with your highest self. The final piece of awakening your power is trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and trust in the divine timing of your journey. There will be moments when the path feels unclear, when doubt creeps in, when you question whether you're really on the right track. But remember this: the universe chose you for a reason. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and everything you've experienced, every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt has been preparing you for this moment. Your mission is not just ahead of you, it's already unfolding, one step at a time. So, let me ask you one last question. Are you ready to awaken the power within you? Are you ready to step into your divine mission and become the person you were always meant to be? Because the truth is, the world needs you now more than ever. And the time to rise is now. You might wonder, if I'm a chosen one, why does it feel like I'm walking this path alone? Why does the world still seem so chaotic, divided, and lost? The answer lies in understanding the bigger picture. You are not alone. In fact, you are part of a global awakening, a collective rising of consciousness that is quietly but powerfully reshaping the future of humanity. Chosen ones are not a singular phenomenon, they are a network, scattered across the globe, each carrying a piece of the puzzle, each playing a vital role in the transformation of our world. And here's the truth: this transformation is already happening. The awakening of the collective is underway, and you are an integral part of it. But to understand your role in this awakening, we need to start with the current state of humanity. Look around. What do you see? On the surface, it may seem like the world is falling apart: environmental crises, social unrest, political division, and a pervasive sense of fear and disconnection. But what if I told you that this chaos is not a sign of failure, but of transformation? Just as a caterpillar must dissolve into chaos before it can emerge as a butterfly, humanity is going through its own metamorphosis. The old systems built on fear, control, and separation are breaking down, and in their place, a new paradigm is emerging, one based on unity, love, and higher consciousness. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you were born in the wrong time? Like you've been waiting for something to shift, something to align? That feeling is not a coincidence. It's your soul recognizing the significance of this moment in history. You chose to be here, now, during this time of great change, because you have something to contribute to the collective awakening. And you're not alone. All over the world, people are waking up to the truth of who they are and why they're here. They are stepping out of the illusions of fear and scarcity and stepping into their roles as creators, healers, and leaders of the new paradigm. But here's the thing about collective awakening: it doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen from the top down. It happens through individuals, chosen ones like you, who have the courage to awaken, to heal, and to embody the change they wish to see. This is why your personal journey is so important. Every time you heal a wound, release a limiting belief, or raise your vibration, you're not just transforming yourself, you're contributing to the collective transformation. Your energy, your consciousness, ripples out into the world, inspiring others to awaken and step into their own power. Let me ask you another question. What kind of world do you want to create? Not just for yourself, but for humanity as a whole. Close your eyes and imagine it. A world where people live in harmony with each other and the earth. A world where love, compassion, and creativity are valued over fear, competition, and control. A world where everyone is free to express their true selves and live their highest potential. This vision is not a fantasy. It's a possibility. And chosen ones like you are here to make it a reality. But how do we, as chosen ones, shape the future of humanity? It starts with embodying the new paradigm in our own lives. This means living from a place of authenticity, love, and alignment with our higher selves. It means rejecting fear-based narratives and stepping into our power as conscious creators. It means recognizing that every choice we make, what we think, what we feel, what we do, has an impact on the collective. The more we align with the higher frequencies of love, unity, and abundance, the more we anchor these energies into the collective field. And here's something else to consider: the awakening of the collective isn't just about individuals waking up, it's about connection. Chosen ones are not meant to walk this path alone. We are meant to come together, to support each other, and to co-create the new world. This is why you might feel a deep longing for your soul family, the people who resonate with your energy, who understand your journey, and who share your vision for the future. Finding your soul family is not just a coincidence, it's part of your mission. Together, you amplify each other's light and create a force that is greater than the sum of its parts. But let's take this even deeper. What does it mean to truly awaken as a collective? It means recognizing that we are not separate, that the divisions we see between races, nations, religions are illusions. At our core, we are all connected. We are all part of the same universal consciousness, experiencing itself through different forms. When you awaken to this truth, everything changes. You begin to see others not as strangers or enemies, but as reflections of yourself. You begin to act not from a place of fear, but from a place of love and compassion. And in doing so, you help dissolve the illusions of separation that have kept humanity asleep for so long. Let me ask you one final question for this part. What if the greatest act of service you could offer the world was simply being your true self? Think about it. When you live in alignment with your soul, when you embody the love, truth, and light that you are, you give others permission to do the same. You become a beacon, a catalyst, a force for transformation. And as more and more chosen ones step into their power, the collective awakening accelerates, and the future of humanity begins to take shape. The truth is, the world is not waiting for someone else to save it. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for all of us to remember who we are, to step into our roles, and to co-create a new reality together. And the time to act is now. The purpose of awakening: how chosen ones fulfill their cosmic role. S10. 10. As a chosen one, the essence of your journey is deeply tied to purpose. But here's the truth: your purpose isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you awaken to. It's not hidden in some far-off destination, it's woven into the very fabric of who you are. The awakening you've experienced, the feeling of being different, the struggles you've endured, the unshakable sense that you're here for something greater, all of it points to one undeniable truth: your life has a cosmic significance. But what does it mean to fulfill your purpose? Let me ask you something. When you think of your purpose, do you imagine it as a grand, world-changing achievement? Or do you feel it as something quieter, more personal, yet equally profound? Many chosen ones fall into the trap of believing their purpose must be something monumental, leading a movement, saving lives, or reaching millions. And while some are called to such paths, others are here to create ripples in subtler, invisible ways. Your purpose isn't about size or scale, it's about alignment. When you align with your true self, You naturally fulfill your purpose, no matter how it manifests. At its core, the purpose of a chosen one is to anchor light. This means bringing higher frequencies of love, truth, and unity into a world that has long been dominated by fear, illusion, and separation. But this anchoring doesn't happen through force or control, it happens through embodiment. When you embody your highest self, when you live authentically, speak truthfully, and act compassionately, you become a living example of the new paradigm. You show others what's possible, not by telling them, but by being it. The ripple effect of your awakening is immeasurable. You may never fully know the impact of your energy, your presence, or your choices, but trust this: by embracing your role as a chosen one, you are contributing to the evolution of humanity. You are fulfilling the cosmic role you were born to play, and in doing so, you are helping to create a new reality, one grounded in truth, love, and unity. Let me know when you're ready to continue.